So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And they'll send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Drop 60.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Benson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side of his got a man. That's Benson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. A give left side for Benson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Trey Benson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Huskies use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. By that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming.
Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's taken to the 25. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. When you look at this defense, this unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
Mustang 19. Go.
He'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Panther Street. Panther Street. Go.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Nice and strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will. The Seahawks at 11-5 on the year. And they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7.
On the ready.
They'll look to throw here. As he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
19 Charger, 19 Charger. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
A 36-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He's airing it out for Williams. This is intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Ready up.
Looking to put a drive together.
19 Lions. Tag. Cowboy 8 Warriors 17. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60, 18, Pioneer. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a third and long.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll set up to throw. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had a pick-6 last week. Not a pick-6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Jameson Williams.
62 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. 14. Seahawks 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while they hurt their team, they won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a yard.
19, Tiger, now go.
They run again with Walker. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Steady.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
Trey Benson with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Huskies will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Narbison now for the extra point.
And it's 21-3. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now it's the backup Darnold.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here's 3rd and 3.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Now here we go on 4th. Darnold slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and it makes the score 21-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt.
Narvis's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because they also got to
the right side and intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime,
They spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
2nd and 10. On the give, it's Benson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Trey Benson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Huskies are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Darnold. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Torrey Burton, 64 yards. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Seahawks 17. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
That's to the sideline and pulled in by Harrison.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Darnold. He's got a man. Downfield is Horton. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Darnold.
Well, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right down the brink, aren't they?
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Straight ahead, Walker. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's piled up again at the line of scrimmage. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Darnold. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Torrey Horton with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Seahawks 24. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they... He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. Trey Benson, 68 yards. And the Huskies extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
Seahawks 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. He completes this to Walker. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here's Darnold. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Off of play action, Darnold. Now a run here off the RPO. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll get it inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. And a huge play that time. And even 50 yards. And with that last reception, we have just witnessed an NFL record. He's gone over 1,964 yards receiving now on the year as he moves past 2012 Calvin Johnson for the most in one season in NFL history. When you think about it, for a league that's been around for over 100 years, that is no small feat. So congratulations to him. They run over center with Benson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Huskies have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, They were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing on second and long. Darnold. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Huskies up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score.
Jalen Thompson picks it. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the fourth quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Myers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Buenos Aires, they get yet another victory to finish the year at 14-3 overall.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks,
the loss could be an impactful one as they'll finish at 11-6 on the year.
And it's going to be wait-and-see time as they figure out their status for the upcoming playoffs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis,